There is collusion between the SDRs and the government, in that when the government finally decides to bring the economic boom to an end and flattens the economy, you know they are doing it just so as to enable the SDRs to get back onto the property ladder and buy a property more cheaply, so that the SDRs can then make a substantial profit by selling the property at a much higher price in the next property boom. If I'm going to be destroyed in the next recession, just so as to enable the SDR retards to buy property more cheaply, then I won't stand idly by and see myself destroyed. Because if I'm going to be destroyed, then I'm going to be taking the SDRs down with me. The SDRs will not remain immune from what will happen in the next recession. If I'm going to be destroyed in the next recession, then I'll be taking the SDRs down with me.
I am sick in the head. I am a loony. I need help.
The many faces of the devil.
Devil. Some people call me Satan. Others call me Beelzebub.
He wants to see millions of people suffer in the next recession, so that I can take advantage of other people's misery by buying a property from a distressed homeowner who is forced to sell their property at a low price because they cannot keep up with their mortgage payments, so that I can then sell the property at a much higher price and make a substantial profit in the next property boom. I am looking forward to seeing many distressed homeowners having their homes repossessed and being forced to sell their properties at a low price during the next property crash, so that I can take advantage of the misery of homeowners and buy a property at a low price.
Inflation. Many people think that inflation is a rise in prices of goods and services, but a true definition of inflation is not defined as the increase in prices, but as the increase in the supply of money that causes the increase in prices. In other words, inflation is a cause rather than an effect of a rise in prices due to an increase in the money supply. What are the causes of inflation? Too much demand in the economy. This is called demand-poor inflation. Higher costs forcing firms to increase their prices. This is called cost-push inflation. Inflation tends to redistribute income and wealth from lenders to borrowers. Borrowers gain because it reduces the value of their debt. Why is inflation considered to be bad? Inflation tends to encourage speculative activity at the expense of productive activity, and tends to discourage saving and investment. Thatcher's dead. Ding dong, the wicked bitch is dead. It's a shame the bitch didn't die 87 years ago. Throughout my life I've been a prophet, and I've made prophecies, and people have ridiculed me for this. People used to laugh at me when I used to make my prophecies, and in particular it was the SDRs that used to laugh most at my prophecies. But as events will prove, it will be the SDRs who will be laughing out the other side of their faces. I will make this final prophecy to you. If this country and the world is going to be plunged into a terrible recession, causing misery to millions of people, just so as to enable the SDRs to get back onto the property ladder and buy a property more cheaply, then it won't lead to a cheap property, which is what the SDRs are hoping for, but it will ultimately lead to the destruction of the SDRs.